Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another live reaction and first impression video for Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we're getting the trailer for the next set of new heroes to be introduced into the game in just 3 days. So I wasn't really totally prepared for this trailer. It feels like they keep dropping these trailers a little bit earlier than they usually do. Or maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but I wasn't really prepared for this. So we're just going to go right into the trailer itself. I haven't looked at the title. I don't know who it is. I haven't looked at the thumbnail. I don't know who it is. And I'm currently looking away from my screen right now. So it'll be a surprise. And I'm also going to close my eyes for the splash of the new heroes. So let's go ahead and get started. That telltale music. Alright, closing my eyes. Let's see. And now. Oh, Roving Dancer.
Folks say my dancing renews the energy
Fina.
of whoever watches. I'm just that good.
Okay, another infantry sword dancer. Rapier, dance, speed, defense, form 3, geyser dance. Okay. Looks like we've got mysterious knight.
I am merely a traveler.
Sirius. Okay, Sirius. Sable Lance, Luna, attack speed solo 3, lull attack speed 3. Okay.
How irksome.
Next up, we've got the Volunteer.
I'm
Norn.
Pleasure to meet ya.
Okay. Guardbow Plus. Interesting.
Ta!
I'm not seeing a ton of new skills. Dragon Avatar.
There's little I can recollect. Only that I was called to
Nagi.
this place.
Okay, so an armored. Okay, well here. Oh wow, distant counter special fighter. Jeez. Okay, well we know who the stacked character on the banner is.
This time, it's over.
So they resisted the urge to throw another Three Houses banner at us. Color me surprised. I was definitely not expecting this. So, new story chapter, Where It Began. Let's pause here, take a look. So, no, it doesn't look like there's going to be, at least they're not revealing here, a free new unit. Looks like it's Leaf there. Take a look at this map. This is pretty crazy. I'm guessing this is an hour Asker in Ruins. That would be quite a twist, quite a turn of events. I mean, it could be. That would be kind of cool, but I suspect that we're still in, you know, the other Asker, right? Okay, let's keep going. So new heroes are here starting on the 19th, but there is no color sharing. We have 4 different units, 4 different colors. Each has an equal chance of appearing in any given stone. And like I said, I'm surprised we didn't get a 3 heroes banner here. The seasonal banner wasn't a 3 heroes banner either. So it's kind of surprising. I was not expecting a Shadow Dragon or a Mystery of the Emblem related banner at all at this time, at this point in time, but here we are. So that's pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and rewind, take another look at the characters, their art, and their skills to see if they are worth pulling for. Actually, this banner, the trailer is going on for a while. Wait, hold on. Oh, wow, I just realized... These Guardian also appears in non-focus. Oh, awesome! Okay. Oh wow, okay. So they're actually showing off the free character here at the very end as a teaser. That's really smart. That's something that again they didn't have to do. I think that's a great inclusion because up to this point, whenever we look at the map, it's never clear who the actual free unit is unless you go to the in-game news and. You know, obviously I'm not going to do that while in the middle of watching the trailer, so it's great that they kind of tacked that onto the end there. And so Bantu we're getting for free. They didn't show off his skills at all, but it looks like we are going to be able to get him for free as a 3 and 4 star. Wait, as a non-focus. Wait. So hold on. Maybe I misinterpreted this. It says he also appears as a non-focus 3 or 4 star new hero. I'm sorry, I may have been completely wrong here. Hold on, maybe he's not the free hero. Let's take another look. It says Bantu, Tiki's Guardian, also appears as a non-focus 3 to 4 star new hero. So does that mean he's just in the pool then? as a 3 or 4 star hero. He is a, what is this? He's a red dragon. And that's his art. He looks pretty cool. I mean, it's got almost this old ceremonial, like church-like feel to the art. I don't know if this might be a new artist for the game because this doesn't look familiar. Looks pretty cool though. I'm really confused. I don't know if this means that Bantu is just being, again, added into the 3 or 4 star pool as a summonable hero, and we're going to get him for free, or if he's just being thrown into the pool as a 3 or 4 star hero, in addition to the other 5 star units on the banner. So he's like a pre-demote, kind of, more or less. I'm not entirely sure, and honestly, I might be sounding like a complete idiot here, because probably everybody that's watching this has already looked at the in-game news and has seen if Bantu is a free character or not, and I'm just kind of rambling here. So the takeaway here for me is that Bantu is a 3 or 4 star hero that's being introduced, is a red dragon, and we don't know anything about his skills, at least from the trailer itself. But that's cool. I guess we'll see. So let's start right over here. Finally, take a look at the splash here. Alright. So we are getting another infantry red dancer in the game.
Folks say my dancing
Definitely
renews
no
the
shortage
energy
of those.
whoever
We're getting
watches.
Fina.
I'm just that good.
Alright. So let's pause. So she has Rapier, which is effective against armored and cavalry foes. Wow, okay, 16 might sword. Grants speed +3 if unit's HP is less than or equal to 75%, and foe initiates combat, so she's more enemy phase oriented. Unit can counterattack before foe's first attack. Wow, it has built-in vantage? Really? Okay, I was not expecting that at all. That is very interesting. It has built-in vantage. The first built-in vantage weapon that we saw was Kranya, and we're seeing it again here with this Rapier. So, and she's a dancer. She comes with dance, as if we haven't just gotten a whole slew of new dancers already. Speed defense form 3 for the A slot grants speed defense plus X to unit during combat, X being 2 times the number of allies within 2 spaces, plus 1, max of 7. And then Geyser Dance 2 for the B slot. Singer Dance is used, grants defense res plus 4 to target. Dance skills in the B slot are, again, really nothing to write home about. Speed defense form 3, interesting skill, kind of like a self-drive almost. Like, you know, she gets drives from her allies around her, more or less, as long as they're within 2 spaces of her. Very interesting that it focuses on the speed and defense over anything else. Defense makes a lot of sense, especially considering that looks like she's planning on being more of an enemy phase unit. But her overall effectiveness is going to rely extremely on her stat line, so whatever that might be. She is an infantry, which means that she has access to all of those fun toys like Infantry Pulse, Quicken Pulse. Well, everybody has access to Quicken Pulse, but Infantry Pulse, Pulse Smoke, all of the skills that infantry units have to reduce their cooldown, a special spiral. So that does mean that she can kind of take advantage of that alongside Rapier as well, just like Kranya can to an extent. So again, that can actually be extremely effective depending on her stat line, but we'll just have to see. She is a dancer, which does tend to mean that she has lower stats in general, although we just got a slew of new dancers with really, really good stats. So who knows? We'll just have to see how that pans out, but pretty promising in terms of having an effective weapon like that. Her art's pretty cool. I like it. It's a little retro, which is kind of nice. Mysterious Knight.
Merely a traveler.
Hey, Sirius.
Call me Sirius.
Okay. Oh man, got a little tuxedo mask, mysterious dancer thing going on. Alright, well, you're not fooling anyone, Camus. Sable Lance is here, Might 16, accelerate special trigger, cooldown -1. Alright, that's good. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, grants attack speed defense res +4 during combat. Okay, so he has solo built into his weapon. It's a 16 might weapon and has a special cooldown -1. Pretty good combination of things. And we're seeing more and more cavalry units built to be solo Gale Force users, and it could be that Camus fits that criteria and that archetype here. We'll have to see how the rest of the skills play out. Luna for the special treats foe's defense res as if reduced by 50%. Attack speed solo 3. Okay, again, synergizing with Sable Lance. So basically, when he's all by his lonesome, he gets attack speed +10, and then defense res +4. Not a bad combination of stat boosts at all. And again, the accelerate special trigger on his Sable Lance means that a Gale Force, for example, is going to start at a 4-turn cooldown. Lull attack speed 3 for the B slot, inflicts attack speed -3 on foe, and neutralizes foes' bonuses to attack speed from Fortify Rally, etc. Yeah, no, that's actually great. Another excellent lull skills. I actually really like these lull skills in principle. I think they have a lot of potential, and I really wish you could inherit them on flyers. For some reason, they're flyer locked, and you can't use them. But yeah, I do think they're wonderful, and attack speed lull is, in particular, I think going to be extremely effective and extremely coveted. So he comes with some great skills here. Really synergistic kit. So yeah, it's clear that Sirius, Camus, whatever you want to call him, is intended to be that Gale Force cavalry, basically like Legendary Ephraim, where he shoots in, doubles, activates Gale Force, and then can kind of shoot out of danger in something like Ether Raids, for example. But lull attack speed 3 will kind of ensure that he can double, and in instances he can activate Heavy Blade against his opponent, because it'll basically neutralize any buffs that they have to their attack, as well as inflict -3 attack, which again ensures that he's going to have higher attack and will help him get those Heavy Blade procs off. So really, really good kit. We'll have to see what his stat line is actually like, but pretty promising again.
How irksome.
Okay, there he goes. Not bad. And the Volunteer.
I'm Norn. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Norn. How's it going? Some more great art by Kaya8. Alright, so it looks like Norn might be getting the short end of the stick here. Maybe even a potential demotion for this banner. She comes with Guard Bow Plus, which is an inheritable weapon. 12 Might Bow. Effective against flying foes. If foe initiates combat and uses a ranged weapon, grants defense res +6 to unit during combat. Yeah, nothing particularly exciting. We know all about the Guard Bow. Reposition. I'm actually really excited to see this. All this would mean is that if Norn actually is demoted in the colorless pool, that we would have access to another piece of reposition fodder in the colorless pool. So if that's the case, that's awesome. I look forward to that. Brazen Speed Defense 3 for the A slot. At start of combat, if unit's HP is less than or equal to 80%, which is a relatively easy condition to meet, grants Speed Defense +7 during combat. Speed and Defense is a little awkward of a combination of stats that you want to boost, at least in terms of overall strategy and like hoping to get in Brazen range. It's a little bit interesting. And Speed Defense Link 3 for the B slot. If Movement Assist skill like Reposition, Shove, Pivot is used by unit or target's unit, grants Speed Defense +6 to unit and target ally for 1 turn. So yeah, Link skills, nothing new. Brazen skills, nothing new. Reposition, nothing new. Garbo Plus, nothing new. Norn is probably going to be demoted if I had to bet on it, which again is going to be amazing because that will just give us more options of getting Reposition and Brazen Speed Defense as well as Garbo. So that's great. That is awesome. Let's keep going. It always does a great job on the art, though. Okay, so here is Dragon Avatar. Hey Nagi, how's it going? How you doing? So we got an armored green dragon here. Let's take a pause, and you can see right out of the gate how stacked this this set of skills is. So we'll start at the top. Ethereal Breath, 16 Might Dragon weapon, Dragon Breath weapon. It's effective against dragons. Accelerates special trigger cooldown -1, so it comes with a killer/slaying effect. Effective against dragon foes. Grants weapon triangle advantage against colorless foes. Really? And inflicts weapon triangle disadvantage on colorless foes during combat. So it has a Raven Tome effect on it. Very, very, very interesting. Let's keep going and reading the rest of the description first. Reduces damage from area of effect special. Oh my god, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Reduces AoE special damage by 80%. Excluding Rocker... Oh, okay. Excluding Rocker Siege specials. If foe's range is equal to 2, calculate so adaptive damage. That's very interesting. This is a very, very interesting combination of things. So let's break it down. Slaying killer effect is always good. Effective against dragon foes, always good. So this is the first time that we've seen colorless advantage or advantage against colorless foes outside of Raven Tomes, and certainly on a melee unit. We haven't seen that before. And I think that's pretty impactful because, honestly, they keep adding these really, really powerful colorless units into the game. I personally feel like Raven Tomes are incredibly underrated right now. Nobody's talking about Raven Tomes. And in fact, everybody's talking about how Raven Tomes like really, really need a refine, which I don't disagree with, to be completely honest. But I think Raven Tomes are actually awesome right now. And I think part of that is, again, because of that colorless advantage that they have. The more that they buff colorless units in this game, the more powerful Raven Tomes are by association. That's just how it works. That's just the balancing act that plays out. So I think that Raven Tomes are extremely powerful right now. I think Ethereal Breath is actually extremely powerful, if just for that effect. And then the fact that it reduces damage from area of effect specials by 80%. So yeah, all of those people who are relying on their Ophelias, Ethereal Breath is going to cut that down by a pretty fancy margin, and then Ophelia is going to be facing a breath in her face that's adaptive damage against her. So yeah, there's a lot of good things here. Let's take a look at the rest of her kit, of course, before kind of concluding anything. She comes with Soul, restores HP equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Distant counter for the A slot is awesome. That is awesome. We're getting another distant counter unit. Everybody, you can never have too much distant counter. It's always going to be a useful skill until they come out with, distant counter 2. And even in that instance, you're going to need distant counter 1 to get distant counter 2. So yeah, it's a powerful skill. And it definitely serves her well, especially in combating AoE proccing mages. Special Fighter 3 for the B slot kind of lends itself to the idea that Nagi is going to be pretty speedy. So we'll have to see how that plays out to the rest of the balancing of her stats. But again, Special Fighter seems to lean towards her being a little bit of a speedier character. And then Dragon Valor 3 for the C slot. It's always useful. Valor skill is always useful in gaining SP for your fellow dragon allies. But yeah, Ethereal Breath, honestly, this weapon has so much utility built into it from so many different angles. You may not need every single one of them in every battle that you run across, but there are going to be times when you're going to want each one of these things at different times in the middle of a battle. Special cooldown -1, always good. Dragon foes, effectiveness, always good. Color advantage against colorless foes, again, always good. And this whole new area of effect reduction is actually extremely exciting to me, because not just because it's built into Ethereal Breath, but what that ultimately may mean is that we may end up seeing more area of effect special reduction skills in general. So either that effect will be built into some other maybe tier 4 skills in the future, or we may see something like a C slot skill or a seal that'll reduce area of effect specials in general, which I think would be absolutely awesome, because I think area of effect specials, I love area of effect specials, especially in abyssal level maps and things like that. But at the same time, I think they've run a little bit amok without having a specific counter for reducing that damage. And I think this is kind of just what the doctor ordered. If they're able to implement this in other, again, tier 4 skills, or as a seal or a C slot skill, I think that's a good thing overall. So, and then again, it has adaptive damage. So again, this is a really stacked weapon, a little disjointed, but extremely powerful. And of course, she has distant counter, special fighter. She has premium fodder up to wazoo. She has a very, very unique weapon. So she's got a lot going for her. Given all of that, it does feel like Nagi is the prize of this banner. She has a lot going for her, a lot of things that you would want in a unit. And even if you don't want to use her, you can absolutely use her fodder to your advantage for other units that you're trying to build. So definitely a worthwhile unit to go for, in my opinion. It is important to note, of course, that she is an armored dragon, which means that she, of course, is weak against armor effective weapons and dragon effective weapons. So she does kind of have that dual weakness going for her. That is a chink in the armor. She does have that, that dual weakness. Of course, her being, again, a dragon armor also means that she's going to probably have some pretty darn impressive stats, which lends themselves to things like Special Fighter and taking full advantage of distant counter without having to rely on an A slot for boosting stats. So let's keep going here. Take another look at Nagi's art. I'm so sick of that.
This time, It's over.
The art's really nice. I was just gonna say, I'm really sick. Oh, and that animation is so cool too. I'm really sick of that dragon sprite though. They keep using that dragon sprite for everything. Like, I get it. I know they're all kind of derivative of each other, but come on, do something with that dragon sprite. Like, don't just put in another color and then call it a day. Do something with it. Make it like, I don't know, like twitch or spread its wings or do something. I don't know. So the Chosen Ones banner starting on the 19th. New heroes are here. A really unique banner, like a lot of variation here. All of these characters have very specific archetypes, and they're kind of all over the place. There's no, again, like singular goal. You have Camus here, who is basically this cavalry homing missile that kind of goes in, activates Gale Force, and then comes out. Again, in most, he comes with Luna. He doesn't come with Gale Force, but I have a sneaking suspicion people are going to be putting Gale Force on him. You have Norn, who is really, for all intents and purposes, basically 4-star fodder, 4-star reposition fodder. I don't think anybody is really going to be pulling for Norn here, to be completely honest. Fina has that built-in distant counter, and as an infantry unit has access to all of those skills, so it's going to be interesting to see how people build her, if people build her, and what her stat line is going to be. But she does have a lot of potential. I think her greatest disadvantage is the fact that she's an infantry sword unit. Not many people are going to be interested in another infantry sword unit, even though she's a dancer. And then there's Nagi, and Nagi, I think, again, the prize of the banner. She has a lot going for her. She does have that dual weakness, essentially, of being an armored dragon, but she has so many other things. Her weapon is so unique and so interesting, and I think what it spells for the future. Because again, I think we're going to start seeing more AoE reducing, or AoE special reducing skills, probably in the near future. So let me know in the comments below which characters you're going to be going for if you're going to be pulling on this banner. Me personally, if I do pull on this banner, I would be going for Nagi. I don't know if I'm going to be going in particularly hard for Nagi. I'm still kind of in orb saving mode. I'm still in recovery mode from the Brave Echoes banner because that really did a number on me. But at the same time, you know, I wouldn't mind spending a little bit to get Nagi. So we'll just have to see how I'm feeling. I'll just kind of play it by ear. But again, let me know who your target is going to be, and hopefully you get exactly who you're looking for. So hopefully you enjoyed watching the trailer with us for the first time. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and taking some time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those skies.